Good evening all, Catfish875 here back with a video. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 favorite aircraft of all time. This isn't just jets, this goes to all propeller, turbine, jet, or rocket powered aircraft that were ever actually flown, so no prototypes. This isn't going to be your stereotypical list either. Listing the top 3 is the F-35 Lightning, the F-22 Raptor, and the FA-18 Super Hornet. It's going to be a bit more interesting. If you did enjoy today's video, please do make sure you like and subscribe if you want more crappy content like this. That boring and generic intro out the way, we're going to get on to our number 10. Number 10, we have the F-4U Corsair. The Corsair is probably the most iconic Navy aircraft of World War II. Heck, the guerrillas even used it in their Blastic Beach videos. The Corsair was one of America's first carrier-based fighter bombers that we'd come to love. It was produced by Chance Vowell and designed by Rex Beazle in the mid to late 1930s and produced from 1942 until 1953, but flown by Honduras until 1979. It was fitted with 6 M2 Browning machine guns, or 4 20mm cannons, but could also be fitted with an assortment of rockets and unguided bombs. This thing had its stupid, crazy kill ratio of 11 to 1. Today it is still considered a great aerobatic and racing plane, and in my opinion, a great centerpiece for any museum. Next plane on my list is the A-4 Skyhawk. The A-4 Skyhawk was a carrier-based light attack aircraft developed by McDonnell Douglas in the late 1950s. It was just an amazing airplane, served on a lot of sorties in the Vietnam War. It was small, maneuverable, and I just really like it. The A-4 Skyhawk had 2 20mm cannons and 4 hardpoints under its wings that could carry several thousands of pounds of bombs, rockets, and missiles. As much as all the bombs and stuff slow it down, I do think it looks better with all of them on. Moving on to number 8, which is the MiG-15. MiG-15 was flown by the Soviet Union and was the Soviet Union's answer to the stalemate and all the American bombers in Korea. The MiG-15 was iconic for its effectiveness against bombers thanks to the adoption of the boom and zoom tactic, and became a real nightmare for any pilot in the so-called MiG alley. The only reason that I really like the plane is because of its looks. Again, cigar shape, shiny aluminum, the swept wings, just a great looking fighter, iconic as heck. Next on my list is the Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, aka the Jug. Real rugged and versatile, able to eat rounds and make it back to base safely. It had 850 cals, which shred up anything. It was designed and produced, not reproduced, by Republic Aviation. In the beginning of World War II, it saw some service during the Vietnam War also. You might ask why I chose the P-47 over the P-51 Mustang. I'd say it's just because of the ruggedness of the plane. Number 6 on our list belongs to the MiG-21 Fishbed, which was direct competition to the F-4 Phantom. It was used as an interceptor and had a top speed of nearly 1,400 miles an hour, and it did its job well. It was designed by the Mikoyan Gurevich plant and produced in the early 60s. It was mass-produced like money. They built like more than 10,000 of these things. Great plane overall, really fast. Getting on to the top 5, I'm going to just go ahead and get a little bit more casual and thank myself later for this. Number 5 is the F-8 Corsair II. The F-8 was the second Corsair of the trilogy, and the second Corsair on this list. Again, it was developed by Chance Vowell, and it was fast. And it was fast and powerful enough that on several occasions it flew with the wings still folded up. It was a carrier-based air superiority aircraft designed to give the challenging MiG-17 a run for its money. Often overshadowed by the F-4 Phantom and capable of 1,227 miles per hour and 4 20mm cannon Sidewinder Zuni rockets and bullpups, it proved to be quite a capable fighter. Number 4 on the list just happens to be the F-4 Phantom. I know that I just got finished complaining about the F-4 Phantom overshadowing the F-8, but now we can make fun of the F-8 for being overshadowed by the F-4. The F-4 was a fighter bomber, two-crew tandem-seating fighter jet designed by McDonnell Douglas in the late 50s. It was known as the U.S.'s bomb truck and flew several sorties, making it the most iconic aircraft of the Vietnam War. Well, take that back. Second most, falling behind the Cessna Bird Dog. Number 3 on this list, unsurprisingly, goes to the Polikarpov I-153 M62 Chaika. Chaika means seagull in Russian. But you might ask, Catfish, why the heck would you put a 1920s biplane over an F-4 Phantom? They got practically shredded by Bf-109s. What use did it have? Well, for that answer, you'd have to look at War Thunder. This thing's a monster with a War Thunder. With its 13-second turn time and 4 7.62 machine guns, thanks to its lightwood construction and enough energy retention to make the rush from chugging a straight gallon of sweet tea at 2 in the morning look like the sugar crash that will fall upon you 30 minutes later, it isn't really hard to see why. At number 2, we have the F-104 Starfighter. All I have to say about this thing is this is just a beautiful plane. I don't need to elaborate on it anymore. I'm mad that the Air Force chose the Phantom over this, and this is why I like Canada. But on a more serious note, it was the first production plane to be able to reach Mach 2.0. It was very fast thanks to its long, aerodynamic and cylindrical body, short wingspan, and wings so thin that engineers and maintenance crew had to put protective foam cover things on the edges because of how sharp the wings were. Finally, the long-awaited number 1 that I have on Catfish 875's top 10 list, favorite planes, goes to the myth, the legend, it's the PO-2! No, the actual plane that I put on number 1 is obviously the F-14 Tomcat. Where is a top 10 anything planes without the F-14? I've loved this plane forever. For crying out loud, I watched Top Gun for the first time when I was 5. And honestly, who doesn't like the F-14? It was fast, compressor stalls were fixed in the D&B models, and with its ability to track like everything in its grandmother the seconds that they came out their house, and the A-54 Phoenix missiles, beyond visual range missiles it was developed alongside with, it's my favorite airplane ever. So anyways, with that, thank you all for watching today's video. Please do subscribe. It took me quite a while to make all this script or whatever, because yes, I actually made a script for this. Still trying to find the footage. I will link those in the description and put like little subtitles or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, thank you all for watching and enjoy y'all's evening. Bye.